All right. Hello. Tonight is the Love Island finale, season 8.
It is. It is currently 5:58. We are about to put on Sunday, July 12th.
Yes. But we wanted to say our predictions.
Yes.
If Brinity is not number 1, that would be crazy.
If Brinity's not number 1, I'm gonna take a catamaran to Fiji and talk to Ariana Madix herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to win.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind they got the most votes. Honestly, I'm like, because I remember it was so funny seeing everyone clock in with their Brinity vote on Instagram.
I know, and everyone's like boom, 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 boom.
It was like the same as like the I voted sticker.
100%. I was like, wait,
and I did too.
Yeah. You posted and I was like, wait, should I post mine too? But I was like, no, I shouldn't.
Like, everyone knows you.
Everyone knows that I voted for Brinity. Yeah. I screenshotted it too because I was like, no, like I will never have any. Never get it twisted.
Yeah.
However, no hate to Karnaya. This is not hate to Karnaya.
No hate to Karnaya. No. It's just like Brinity really, that was television. Yes. And Karnaya was too, but it's like, there's something, I think it's why like also Serena and Cordell were also like the winners of their season. There's something about getting to watch it throughout the season, whereas Carl did come in like only the second half. Yeah. It was a beautiful second half.
Yes, love that second half.
Yeah.
Brinity, it's like we saw them like develop such a beautiful friendship
from both standing on the red dot.
Yeah, both standing on that stupid door where they first opened up. Yeah. You know, where it's like, you know, it's so beautiful and we've been able to see them for this long and it's good payoff.
Yeah, Karnaya I think is gonna get second. Yeah. I do think there is a world that Mel Sear gets second. I can't lie. I think
they're definitely getting third at least.
Yeah, I think Zeta for sure is getting last.
Zeta's getting last. I'm surprised they were even there. I mean, I voted for them to be there, full disclosure, because I was like, we did vote Core 4. We did vote Core 4. Sorry, I don't know. Complain about it to your mama, but I like those women. I want those women to get the money. Whatever.
Yeah. And I think if I don't know. I don't want to get into why I didn't vote for other couples.
Yes. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I think those women are all great, and I saw someone on TikTok say that Melanie will get far more brand deals if she's in the final 4. Yeah. And I want my girl to get something out of this.
I need her to get something.
She went through a lot.
All she got out of it was like trauma. So we need something good to happen for her, okay?
Yeah. And I think there's gonna be a lot of people, I think she might get second, both because there are people who are just gonna vote for her because they love her. Like, I think that like people are calling her the people's princess. And I'm like, guys, that was such a term for season 6. We don't need to have that every single season. We don't need to pick a people's princess.
No, we can just love all of them. Yeah.
But I do really think that like she is the it girl of the season. And I don't know if you saw that Souls Live. That
oh god, was it a recent one?
Yeah, it was from
oh my god,
it was on TikTok, but it was an Instagram Live, I believe, but I saw it on TikTok where Soul went, it wasn't Soul saying anything, but she was live, and in the background you hear a voice, and people believe it's either Kenzie or Jaden. Honestly, it kind of sounds like Kenzie, and she basically says, it's the Melanie show, like, something, like, it wasn't even necessarily an inherently bad thing, it was more just like, she was the star of the show, and it's like, guys, like, she is star quality.
She has star quality. If you don't have star quality, like, what are we doing here?
Sorry that you jumping into the splits didn't make you the favorite.
Sorry, like, girl. And the thing is, like, I didn't even, like, toward the end, I was like, I feel for Kenzie. Like, I didn't even hate Kenzie or anything. At the end, she bothered me throughout the season, just for, like, more for, like, kind of her, the way that she was with the girls of like the double standards a little bit, where it's like she would get mad at them for even like looking at any of the guys she was interested in, but then she wanted all of the options. Yeah. So like I just didn't really vibe with that. I don't care what she does to the men. I don't care. That's a woman in a male dominated field at the end of the day. Yeah. But it's like the Kenzie just like just bow out gracefully. After her after son, I feel like people are really looking up, but hopefully it wasn't Kenzie in the background. Hopefully it was another person.
I think people said it could have been Jaden, like it could have been, honestly it's not super clear.
And everyone's a bitter Betty. It's Bitter Island.
Yeah, everyone can't stop talking about Melanie.
Oh my god, shut up about Melanie. And now TT maybe talking bad about Trinity, liking comments about Trinity.
Yeah.
Girl, you guys made it up.
Sorry that she ate you up at that one argument.
Yeah, and it's like, you guys squash it. If you're really gonna be like, you know, I stand up for myself, I do all of this, then why all of a sudden do you have beef now that you're outside of the villa? That she doesn't have her phone, she can't talk to you right now. She can't talk to any media.
Yeah.
So it's like you're using this opportunity to get your big one when that does not sound big and bad to me. That doesn't sound like somebody who like, I stand up for myself and I'm not afraid to say what I want to say.
Yeah.
No, that sounds cowardly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that it is cowardly to talk about someone when they can't talk back.
Yeah.
As we're talking about Love Island and they can't talk back. We'll see it's different when we do it. But you know what I mean? They're going on TV. Who are we? You know what I mean? Like they're literally on TV and all of a sudden switching up on people that they just said, we're best friends. We're gonna be best friends. And then all of a sudden now you're not.
Yeah.
Everybody's bitter when they leave Love Island. This is what every single person, that's why it's like the real show starts when it ends.
Yeah. It'll be interesting because, I mean, something, I love seeing that, like, the season 6 people are still friends.
Love that.
Not just PPG, but also like, you know, most of the guys.
And the guys
Taylor too. Yeah, like, but then, you know, from season 7, like it really just seems like everything's a mess.
Yeah, that cast was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad casting.
It's like Alandria has created like a career for herself. Nick to an extent has too. And then everyone else, it seems like it's a damn mess.
I know. Everyone else, it's either like they're just like falling off. No one thinks about them,
or not like none of them are friends with each other.
They're not friends. Yes, this cast is much better than the cast of last season.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's overall better cast. There were a lot of insane moments and like horrific things that they've all went through. However, I think this is like, maybe I'll watch Beyond the Villa. If like, depending on who's in the cast. If it's all the Casa people, I'm like, okay, what are we watching? Like side character Villa?
Yeah.
But if as long as at least 1 or 2 of the core 4 is participating Beyond the Villa, I will be watching next year. But let's just hope that Brinity wins.
Yeah, I really don't think that there's a chance they won't. But I think it's Brinity, Karnaya, Melsier, Zeta, but
yeah, that is our guess.
That's our guess.
We didn't even have to talk about that before coming on camera because we both knew that was what we were gonna mind meld on that.
But I wouldn't be that surprised if Melsier is second.
Unfortunately, yes, because people are voting for Melsier. And I'm like, you guys, the goal was to get them in the top 4 for Melanie, not to make them win or to get them like higher. Like that was not the goal.
Yeah.
But shoot, what can you do? We'll see. We're about to see. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We're filming the live reaction to all of it. Let me say it again. We're back for the live reaction of the ranking. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The ranking of each of the couples.
Yeah,
so we're gonna see who's 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and Brinity on top.
Trinity and Bryce. Anaya and Carl. In 4th place is...
I think it's Kate and Zach.
I think so too.
Yeah. We'll see Zach's reaction.
Kata and Zach.
Yeah.
But the couple in 3rd place is...
I think it's gonna be Melsier. I want Anaya and Carl to get 2nd.
I just don't know.
A lot of people voted for...
Melanie and Sincere.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Congratulations, how are you both feeling?
I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of us. You know, we've come such a long way in our journey here, and I know it doesn't stop here. I'm so excited to experience so many new experiences with Melanie.
How about you, Melanie?
I want Brinity to win. I'm nervous it's not gonna be them. A lot of people voted for Carl and Anaya.
But I really think I think there's no way Brinity's
No way, yeah.
Like I honestly think it's gonna be a landslide.
Right?
The winners of Love Island USA 2026 are...
Yeah. Brittany and 5. Looking like you say you do. If you need me, like you say you do. If you need to. Love me like you say you do. Do a split.
All right, y'all. Officially, season 8 of Love Island is over.
It's so sad.
I
I mean,
know.
until the reunion, which will be dealt with when it happens.
Yes. But yeah, it's crazy. I feel like I was looking forward to Love Island. Like, I remember seeing the TikToks where like we'd hear like tomorrow, not.
I know, what am I
tomorrow,
supposed to
not.
do? And like, how am I supposed to fill my days except for like, just waiting for that first look?
But wow. Firstly, we both cried
Yes.
when Bryce said I love you. That was gorgeous. That was such a beautiful moment.
And the thing is also too, we were like, oh my God, is he gonna say it? Like, you know, it's either he'll say it now or like, maybe he'll just wait until like post-show to say it.
I thought he was gonna say it by accident. Like, I thought like she was gonna say something and he'd be like, I love you.
And then she's like, oh. Yeah. I feel like there were definitely so many moments in like the last couple episodes where it's like it's on the tip of his tongue right now. Like he wants to tell her I love you.
Yeah.
But he's just not, because it's like not the right moment or whatever. But that was so beautiful.
It was really beautiful.
And like her immediately saying it too, like, oh my God. They're just like,
the way they were looking at each other, like I was getting butterflies.
yes, like oh my God. It's like, it really does remind you that it's like, just be patient.
Yeah.
Because like that's what it can look like. It doesn't need to look like tumultuous, like some. It doesn't need to be stressful. It doesn't need to be anything. It can literally just be like, wow, you really care about this person and you just love them.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's what we need. And Bryce, I've seen people say this, and I keep on thinking this. Bryce has been great PR for white boys everywhere.
Yeah.
He's been great PR because
DJs.
DJs. Are you kidding? A white man DJ? Dude, I would have never guessed.
Yeah.
I was really hating on Bryce just first impression. I was really a hater. You saw the vision before.
I thought he was cute. I was like, oh, he's cute.
And I was like, wah.
But he does give SpongeBob energy sometimes.
No.
I feel like he has the energy sometimes of like a guy who got an ice cream cone and then the ice cream fell out of it and then he's left with the cone. He's like,
aw, man.
But it's like in the sweetest way.
Yeah.
Like he's such a sweet guy.
His finale look, like final rank
He looks
look.
handsome.
He did look very handsome, and he did look like SpongeBob going to prom. He did. So, and it was a beautiful thing.
What was he? Oh, I love his like the way he speaks. Like, there's no real moral paragon.
I
in this
love
stuff,
it.
in this villa.
Because he's
Or
the only
just
one.
because he's promiscuous does not mean he's not capable of loving someone.
That was the most slut-shaming thing I've ever seen in my whole life. I'm like, yes, right. He's so serious, and it's I would die on my shield, knowing that I'm like, oh my God.
Well,
he's
the
so
best
bad.
part of that is sincere quoting it and then
Yes.
not being able to remember it. Or like,
100%.
like, it's better to die with your shield as a man.
Yeah, no. Well, now let's go down the list.
So Karnaya got second.
Happy they got second.
Yes.
So happy.
I think it's hilarious that in the fairy tale they decided to harp so much on Casey and Naya.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, stop re-traumatizing her.
Yeah.
She knows. She already had to deal with it.
and you
Stop.
can see it in her face too, where
She's like, she's like, oh.
thanks for the reminder, guys.
Yeah, she already has reminders every single day when she looks around the villa and goes, this is where I dated that other guy too.
Yeah. Like he literally just left. Up until yesterday, she
Yeah.
had reminders of it constantly.
Yeah,
But
please.
and then also including like the dance challenge where it's just they had her thong,
You
and
know,
everything
lips out, but it, you know, I mean, I don't know. I
Like,
wasn't
we
there.
didn't see it,
Like we
but-
didn't see it, but perhaps
I'm not gonna lie, I think pretty much every single person had their lips out.
100%, there's no way.
There's one clip where you can see like Caleb like looking down at Jaden and looking up and like doing a double take.
Yeah. Cause it's like, whoa.
He saw something.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what? Let's just be vulnerable. It's out there. It's Love Island. Like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But that was hilarious to put that in there.
I'm like, there was something yesterday where I was like, there must. Oh, it was the food challenge. And they're all slipping and sliding. I'm like, there had to have been at least a nip slip.
100%. Or they
Those
really fashion taped them on.
When they're like falling.
They maybe fashion taped them on. I wouldn't be surprised
I'm
if these
sure
girls
they
have
did,
like
but
so
still,
much. No,
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a nip slip at some point that they cut out. But
yeah.
like,
I couldn't watch that challenge, so I
had to skip through it. I was gagging.
Yeah,
I was like folding laundry and I was like, oh
no, it was disgusting. I went over to Simi's and we were like watching it and both of us were like, okay, no, now we're gonna talk. We were like, now we're gonna talk to each other and not watch this. Okay, cool, it's done.
I genuinely that was cruel. The producers need to stop doing that. They're not fun to watch. They're really gross. It'd be one thing if it was something like, honestly, the baby bird. Actually, let's not talk about it.
No, let's
just
skip
stop
that.
doing the food challenges.
Let's stop it. Peacock, stop doing the food challenges. We don't want to see it. They should have done the baby challenge.
Oh yeah, or I like the Twitter challenge.
I like the Twitter challenge. Bring back the Twitter challenge, but maybe they don't.
I want Sincere to know what people are saying about him.
But I have a feeling
that
now,
though.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they changed the Twitter challenge because after season 6, they like, I think they had a re-hiring of a lot of like new producers and stuff on the show because I know that there was a lot of drama with like production and like Leah and all of that and like mistreating certain people. And trying to spin certain narratives. And like Leah said that after that Twitter challenge, she was like, oh, so America all hates me. Like the only thing she got is like, really, like everybody hates me. So that's why she was so surprised to even make it in the top 4. So surprised to make it second.
And then when she got out having that much support.
It was like, what do you mean I have that much support? Everyone hates me. Like everyone has basically been telling me that everyone hates me. So maybe they just stopped doing that because it was like, well, they don't want to like, they do want to psychologically torture these people, but like maybe that was a little too far.
Maybe.
But I don't know. I think it would be nice to at least give some of these men a little bit more of the reality.
Melcier in 3rd.
Yeah. I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I knew they weren't gonna.
Yeah, I think this is exactly what we predicted.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I think once Sincere has his phone back and is in the world again, I wouldn't be surprised if he fumbles pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because I think part of why he was like on his like best behavior or whatever is because he was inside a villa where everyone else was already in a locked-in couple. So it's like, who is he going to explore? What is he going to do?
Yeah.
And I think that like once he does, I really hope that at that point will be enough for Melanie.
Yeah, and I think with her being with more of a support system, like hopefully she's, because I know that she doesn't live with her family, like she doesn't live in Philly anymore, but I hope she goes home and is surrounded by her family so that she can like, it'll help her snap out of it more. It'll help her feel like, no, you can do this. You're not just in this like villa where he's your only option and like, you know, well, we've made it this far. Like, no, it doesn't need to be that way.
And also like her having like the support of like all the people who now love her.
Yes.
And stuff like that. Like I think that like maybe that'll give her the courage to know that like she doesn't need him.
Yeah. And the fact that like, girl, they weren't voting to save you because they like him. I think every time, which that's the horrible thing about the voting, is it becomes psychological torture for her because it's like, they keep on voting me in.
Yeah.
She keeps on saying, well, I guess they see that we're stronger. They see something. I'm like, no. It broke my heart every time. Because it's like, no, girl, it's because the people have decided you've made it this far, you might as well make it to the very end because we like you. You get better brand deals, we like you.
Yeah.
Not we like your couple. And she's just gonna need to see that.
And it's like, honestly, like, if there was another couple where I was like, I think that this couple seems really solid, and I also like
liked them individually.
Yeah. And also, I'd like to say that when it comes to the finale vote, it's like which couples do you want to see in the finale? It's not which couple do you think is going to last the longest? Which couple do you think has the most love for each other? That's not the question. It's which couples do you want to see in the finale? And I know who I want to see.
I want to see my girls.
I want to see Melanie. And I'll say, when she came down those stairs.
Like we both were like, we were talking.
We were making some comment about Sincere's outfit.
Yeah, because it was so bad.
It wasn't great.
No.
And then like we both went, when she started coming downstairs, because she looked so drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
And obviously we knew that, like, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
But like she ate with this look.
She ate with this look, and you know what? That's what we wanted to see. You know,
Sorry,
I wanted to see
At the end of the day, who makes this show what it is?
The girls
that watch it.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna vote how I want to vote.
I'm gonna vote how I want to vote because I'm a girl that watches it.
And sorry that it makes me feel happy to finally feel like my vote counts for something.
You know what? Yeah, because clearly our voting in this country is not always great. But on Love Island, we run this city. Okay? So no, I don't care. I'll do it again. I don't regret it because I loved seeing their looks. I loved seeing them be all so comfortable, like especially the girls be so comfortable together in the finale. Like it was just right, you know? And it's like all of those girls are actually going to be friends, in my opinion. I think those four girls are actually gonna be friends because none of them are gonna leave and go on After Sun and go, I'm not gonna be friends with any of them. Whoa, we thought you just said your sisters and all of this, but now it's not. Okay, we see how things change. Not the core four, in my opinion. We don't know what's gonna happen. No one knows what's gonna happen, but they just seem so like actually friends.
I really do feel like, I mean, it's hard because I didn't watch. I like came to watch Love Island during season 6, not even at the beginning. I started watching it halfway through when I saw a TikTok edit of Rob and Leah. It was do you hate me? I can never hate you. That edit.
No. Yeah, I remember that.
Sorry, it hooked me.
That was a lot.
I then started watching it and then finished it in time to watch the finale. And like I was hooked, and then I saw last season too. But so it's like I don't know what pre-Love Island USA season 6.
Yeah, neither of us watched 5 and below.
Yeah, or any UK season.
No.
But I feel like a lot of people who go on the show now really think that they're the next Serena or the next Leah or the next Janae.
Yeah.
And that, people are going to sense that. They're going to sniff it out and they're not going to like you for it.
Yeah, it's so easy to sniff out. Yeah. It's so easy to sniff out the like clout chaser.
And that's why like last year, I remember like as soon as Huda's picture dropped, because she was like West Asian. Yeah. Like every single person was like, oh my god, like she's a new Leah, like blah blah.
Yeah. If people
like
instantly
different people. Doesn't matter if
they're from near the same place in the world.
Yeah.
Means nothing, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like clearly very different personalities.
Very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so I think someone who I think came into the season and had an arc that like no one could have predicted, and also was unlike anyone in previous seasons, was Jen.
Love that everything bagel. I love that little everything bagel.
Because she came in, did not really have a single successful connection.
No.
And honestly, like at the beginning, like people like forgot she was there because like, she didn't get much screen time because she didn't have much connection.
And I didn't particularly think she was necessarily likable at first. I think especially because of like gluing herself to Kenzie at a time where Kenzie was down. Kenzie was not the fan favorite. That was when it really started going down.
Yeah.
But then after that, Jen was up. I love her.
I loved her. I need to know what medication or what self-regulating she is doing.
Yes. She's like, if I wanted to get screwed over by a guy from Venice, I wouldn't have left LA. I'm like, yeah! And she really, I posted a TikTok about this and I stand by it. She looks just like spitting image, the girl from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball with her big glasses and her ponytail at movie night.
Period.
It was identical. I was like, girl, tell me the weather! I love her.
I love her too. Have you seen her photo shoot that was posted today with Gaul?
No.
Oh my god, you're gonna love it. It's for like Gaul's coffee shop, I think. Okay. And like she's like pouring coffee on him. He's like cleaning up. he is doing a great job of
handling being
how people are receiving his actions.
Honestly,
Because he saw it. He didn't try to defend himself. He didn't go on live and talk about how he was isolated. He kind of just was like,
he's like, that was pretty bad. And it doesn't absolve anything he's done.
No.
It's just, that's kind of the only way that you have to sit and take it.
It's one of those things where I'm like, if you have become a meme, you
do it.
You have to just
Lean
accept
in.
it. Like, you trying to fight it will only make it worse for you.
100%.
But he and Jen did this photo shoot together, and she looks fantastic. She looks great.
Yeah.
He is there, and it's just like, I think it's great because it's like the coffee shop gets to like use that for marketing,
Yes.
period. It's a woman owns or woman brand.
Woman ran, yeah.
Like he co-owns it, but it is run by women. And so they get the marketing. He gets to kind of like play riff off of this whole dynamic. And she gets amazing photos where she looks fantastic.
That it's really smart. It's a win-win-win. That's the way you do it.
Yeah.
That's the way you take it and you just go, yep.
Yeah. But it's like one of those things where it's like the reason why people love Jen and why she, despite like not finding connection or whatever, is the reason why she has this like popularity is because like she has always just been herself. Yeah. And people will always like prefer that over someone who's trying to be something they're not.
Yes. It's very clear that Jen came in and was Jen.
Yeah.
There was no persona, she never blamed anyone really for like making her feel some type of way. She had no problem being friends with any of the girls.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, she came in, she was a vibe, no one had an issue with her, and then she was like, I hate men suck. None of the girls were giving man hater enough, which I'm like, because it just, the women that on the show are just not man haters, and which is like, there's, whatever. But like they weren't being like,
yeah, girl, it was Trinity, and it's just,
I know,
it's proof that like if you have like enough security in yourself to not, and not to say, I'm not trying to say that the other women aren't secure in themselves.
Sure, yeah.
But the way that she stood up, she wasn't afraid to stand up to people, and especially the men. Yeah. And then she ended up with like this beautiful love story with this man who's like obsessed with her.
And every time she spoke her mind, he looked at her like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
the way he looked at her is crazy. Like when she was crying.
Oh my, no.
And then he was tearing up just looking at her, and you can see it. He was doing this thing with his mouth where he
always does that. He's like every time he's around her, he gets all pouty.
When I'm trying not to cry, I'm like,
see, that's like a cute fighting to cry. Me fighting back tears is this.
I'm like, when I was in New York, I saw Schmingadoon, which, have you heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay, I think you'd love the TV show.
Okay.
It's on Apple TV. It has Cecily Strong and Keegan-Michael Key as
love. Okay, love.
And the Broadway musical was super fun. It won the Tony. And I love it because it has a classic musical theater sound, but the book makes sense. Because that's rare. A lot of classic musical theater, the book is awful. It's awful. If it's not deeply offensive, it is at least confusing and odd.
I'm talking to you, Angela Wade Weber.
Well, I wouldn't call that
No, he's not classic musical theater at all. But I classics.
And I love Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, yeah. No, and the thing is, I love it every time.
Yeah,
like love it every time. But it's just like to find something that makes sense. It's wonderful.
Yeah, but it's like I'm thinking like with like Oklahoma,
yeah.
Where the book is like,
it's like, huh?
What?
This is a what?
The what?
Yeah.
So like stuff like that. But then it's like it has like that sound and stuff. But so I really love that. But I was tearing up towards the end of Schmingadoon, but it was one of those things where it's like I knew I wasn't going to be able to fix my makeup after.
No.
So like, I was like stuck him back in.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like,
again, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah.
Literally, you're right back in.
Yeah. And luckily I didn't cry, but it was really hard. I was sitting there like.
But it really is seeing Bryce look at Trinity and just tear, like that is like, no, I need to run that back. I need edits now. TikTok editors, quickly.
Yeah,
I
I love Trinity down. Like,
love her.
She's so funny. I still think about when Melanie was going to go up, when Sincere and Soul were up there for like hours, and Melanie was going to go up, and they like ended up stopping her. But then Bryce went like, oh my god, like she's going to go up there where Sincere is. And then Trinity was like, good.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
That was amazing.
Yeah, and when she said, he's looking real scrawny, I'm irritated.
I know, he's looking real scrawny, I'm irritated.
Yeah.
That was the best. Like her saying that, and I'm like, yeah, because he was looking real scrawny.
He was.
And then what's that like stupid song they put to his dance? And he was like, I'm like, yeah, because he was scrawny. And you know what? Like, I love that she still was like, yeah, but I still like him. Because it was like she knew that he wasn't doing anything crazy in Casa.
Well, so I mean, like all the girls saw like how they were acting in night one of Casa, and like let that inform how they operated going forward.
Yeah.
And it's like Trinity did try. Like I think she saw Bryce at least like, even though he wasn't nearly.
He was not really
doing
doing crazy.
He was like still like making. He was like
still feeding into it in a way where it's uncomfortable to see a guy.
And like you could tell that she was hurt.
Yeah.
So I think like she genuinely tried the next day with Corey.
Yeah. And she's like, no.
And after that, she stopped. You know, and it's like that was so. That to me is more beautiful than if she had just not tried at all.
Yeah. Exactly, because then it's like, well, she really knows that it's not right.
Yeah.
Her crying and like her crying in the confessional and saying like, I just don't know what he's doing. I like think every time I think about Trinity, I think of her saying like, I don't know what he's doing. Cause it's just like, girl, like there's just the sadness in her voice. And it's like, oh girl, he is doing the same thing you're doing right now. Yeah. He is crying over you. He's looking out into the ocean and wanting to swim to you.
Yeah.
Like,
something that she said was like kind of like just in general, you know, especially during Casa, but like worrying that like, you know, like someone white was going to come in.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, and like turn his head. And I think that honestly, part of it is I think that he didn't, because I think at one point she said to him like a brunette or something.
Yeah,
and I think he didn't even really like process that for what it was.
No.
Because like I think for him, like he from the beginning he's always just found her so gorgeous. Like from the beginning it was never about like whether they were attracted, like found each other attractive. It was more like the idea of like them having like a bit of an age gap, and then like, them also just being like very different.
Yeah.
But the fact that their personalities really did end up meshing so well.
Yeah.
But also with him also then expressing that like he knows like he's not her usual type and stuff like that. And it's just like, I don't know, like it's sweet that like he also felt that kind of like insecurity of like being like, I know I'm not what you would go for normally.
And him understanding that it's like she's never been with a white guy, and that makes me insecure because this is like what she's expressing is like, oh, this is like her first interracial relationship, or like maybe not that, or like just like first relationship with a white guy at all. Like she said later on that it's like that's making him nervous. It's like, oh, thank God the white guy's getting nervous about that rather than the black girl getting nervous about like, what if he doesn't like black girls?
Yeah.
And like I think it didn't even cross his mind because I don't think, to me, based off of how Bryce also moved in Casa, with like the only girls that he was even looking at for a maybe were the black girls. Like it was like Sydney was like, I think the only girl that he was actually like, maybe, and like Trinity was like, oh, that's my dude. Like I think that almost gave her this like reassurance of like, he's not gonna leave me for a white girl. Because that's like, it's another level of like, if a person that you like leaves you for your dupe, or leaves you for, you know, as she said, or leaves you for a girl that is like in your range of who you are, that's gonna make someone less insecure, in my opinion, than like leaving you for someone who looks nothing like you. Because that's another layer of like, so you didn't even like me for real. Like, you said I'm your type, but now this girl comes in and you said they're really your type. Like, there's like another layer of that.
Totally.
You know?
I do think, I don't know, because I've had this conversation before, but like as an Asian girl, and like I have dated white guys and stuff, but it's like, is it more concerning to me when I find out that I'm the first Asian girl, or when I find out that it's all Asian girls?
See that,
There-
you know,
there's
like
a
different, there it is.
Yeah, because I know like,
that's troubling.
yeah, because one of my exes, like, I looked up their ex-girlfriend.
Of course.
He mentioned their name. I looked it up on Instagram.
Naturally.
And I looked her up and I went, we have a passing resemblance.
Interesting.
At minimum. Yeah. And it was a little bit like,
I get that. But I think it's also like, what if you have someone being like, you're exactly, which we've talked about this before. We don't really believe that race is a type. I think we should, I was actually thinking this should be on the wheels. That should be,
having a type.
type should be on the wheels. But in short, we don't believe that race is a type. We'll get into that. Because there's just so much more that goes into a type that race can't really contain. Yeah. However, it's like, if you have someone being like, you're my type, you're my type, you're my type, and then they get with someone who looks nothing like you, it's like, are you now with not your type at all? And you're just like, now your type has changed, or were you lying to me the whole time? It's like,
hard.
That's hard.
The thing is that it's hard because it's like, I'm thinking about like how Carl described his type.
Yes.
And it was Anaya, but it had, and he never mentioned anything about race or skin color. Like, it was purely like tall, athletic, smart. She's all those things. Yeah. And so it's like, if like, for example, she saw a picture of his ex, and his ex is not black, but she's also tall, athletic, and smart. It's like, that's still his type. He never lied.
That's very true.
I also agree though that it is like, you know,
it's like, dang, like, where did you really believe that, or is it like something? Who knows? That's hard. That one's hard because there's also like there's a level to it where it's like, I don't know what it's like being a black girl dating, and so it's like there's another layer where it's like, I'm just not gonna get it. But like, I love that Trinity talked about it with Bryce. Like, I love that we saw her throughout it, like, saying things almost hinting to him if he got it or not. Because the brunette thing, it's like, white guys don't really understand if a woman of color of any kind is like, you're gonna, you know, they usually say like, oh, what if a blonde girl comes in? And that's like signal for white girl. But in her case, it's like, okay, a brunette girl, so not Trinity. Like, not a dark-skinned black woman coming in. Maybe they're gonna turn your head. Like, I don't think Bryce even clocked it, but like the fact that she even was having that conversation, it's like, I'm so glad that she was talking about that and putting that in his mind of like, do you know what I'm saying, right? So I just love them. They're so refreshing. Like,
yeah, they're sweet.
They're just great. They're two peas in a little freaking pod too. They're so similar. The way that they like gossip together, it's like, dude, that's the dream.
They laugh together.
Yeah.
They cried together.
They've cried together.
Not even realizing it.
No. That's so true. We haven't even talked about Kata and Zach.
Yeah. I mean, what's there to say?
I don't want to waste my breath on Kata and Zach.
It's like, I don't know. Girl, she's great.
She's great.
She's gorgeous.
I have no problem with Kata. I think Zach is just like, we said this from the beginning, that he just wants to win. I don't like the idea of Nepo Baby Island. Why? Like, I'm gonna get farther than my brother. Like, ew, coming in automatically wanting to get further than your brother. What is this?
And yeah, I always got the ick whenever anyone would mention anything about winning.
Yeah, like, let's get this money and let's win and da-da-da. I'm like, oh, bro.
Yeah. Like, obviously I know that is like an aspect, and like it is like at the end of the day like a game.
It's uncouth to discuss.
Well, and it's just like the whole point is that the people who win the game are supposed to be the people that like are like our favorite couple.
Yeah.
And we're not going to vote for our favorite couple if it's someone that we think is just trying to like win the game.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like with Kata, like, I feel like she has had, like, a harder time than, like, she even, like, than really people even realize, because just, like, having had this connection from the beginning that consistently just, like, it doesn't seem to be liked by others, like, I'm sure was confusing to her.
Very confusing.
And I think that, like, you know, in the same way where we can't tell Melanie that the reason why her couple is successful is because, like, everyone really likes her, it's like we can't tell Kata that, like, the reason why her couple isn't necessarily getting as many votes isn't because we don't like her. In fact, everyone likes her.
Everyone likes
pretty
you.
much, like,
Almost everyone. But
it's like, it's because of him, and it's like,
Zach, the way that he talks to Kata, it's the perfect example of, like, negging a woman. That is like textbook example of, like, this is a bad thing that you have right next to you, and you're constantly saying things that are insulting her and being like, I'm just joking, it's just my humor. It's like, dude, whatever. And, like, clearly, you know, her family, they're fine with men doing that to them too, because everyone's like, yeah, we like Zach too. And, like, her friends all being like, we love your couple, and all of this. I'm like, okay, well, clearly everyone is with men that try and cut them down, like, for their own enjoyment, and say it's a joke. I'm like, it's not a joke. You say a joke enough, and it becomes really serious.
Yeah.
And you're gonna internalize that in one way or another. Like, any woman out there, please, just don't, if a man is jokingly insulting you, like, that's not cool.
And I don't think that the whole, like, situationship, the whole conversation, like, I don't think it would have bothered her as much if she didn't, to some extent, already feel let down by it.
Yes, I think that entire time, because she's crying to Zach, being like, I wish I never told them, and him saying, like, they just don't get it, whatever, like, yeah, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend yet, but it's fine. It's like that whole time that she was talking to him, I'm like, she's convincing herself that she's cool with this. And also, she's getting so emotional because she's not as cool with it as she said she is.
Yeah.
IMO.
And I saw a TikTok, I can't remember who it is, which I'm like, damn. But, all credit to this person. But I think they nailed it. Where it's like, what makes it a situationship is the fact that if, I almost said Charlie.
Charlie 2.0.
Zach had asked her to be his girlfriend.
Yeah.
She would have said yes.
Yes.
And so it's like he's calling the shots.
Yes.
And that's what makes it a situationship.
Dude, that is so right. That is so right. Because if he had said, will you be my girlfriend? She would have been like, yeah, Zach!
Yeah.
Like, it would have been instant. She would have been so over the moon and telling the girls she was so excited. But instead, he's saying, do you want to date me exclusively, whatever.
Date properly outside
date exclusively outside of the villa. And she's like, so excited about that, being like, yeah, but it's coming, but we are gonna be, it's like, no, girl, you want to date that man, you want him to ask you, will you be my girlfriend, you're really excited about the prospect of dating him, he's just not giving you that. And it's like, you're worth so much more than that, you really are, like, because what are we doing, what more do you need? Yeah.
I did want to talk about movie night because
we never quite got into that.
I'm gonna insert a photo of my reaction to part 1, but it's safe to say that I was emotionally affected.
Impacted.
I
would say. Do you want to talk about your specifics and your feelings of movie night? Because movie night just pissed me off.
I mean, it's like, obviously, I think it was really good for Casey to kind of see his actions, because I do think there was something about seeing him, like, kind of have to face the things that he had said.
Head on.
And the fact that you could it wasn't like there wasn't any amount of, like, calculation in his reactions. Like,
no, he was like
immediately felt ashamed. And he did apologize and stuff eventually. Obviously, it's like, you know, their tensions were high. But and then also just, like, seeing the way the guys were reacting to watching Sincere's video. Because it's one of those things where it's like, I think that, like, they really did have this attitude of like, oh, Melanie, she's crazy.
Yes, they did.
And then seeing it's like, oh no,
They're like,
he was lying to everyone.
Absolutely. And I think there's a lot of discourse that, and I think it's calmed down obviously because it's been a little while since movie night, but there was a lot of discourse on like, why isn't Sincere getting yelled at like Casey's getting yelled at? First of all, because Melanie's crying, like basically
She's
in a
like
corner shaking.
That's what
and
really made me
regressing.
upset. What
Yes.
made me cry was like seeing her like,
Oh my god. Oh.
like shaking. Like she truly was like,
just not even able to speak. And then when she finally did speak, it was like one thing, whatever Sincere was spewing out of his mouth made no sense. And being like, what about what you did to Corbin? She's like, what are you talking about? Corbin's like, what, me?
Yeah.
Corbin's like, what did I do?
Yeah.
But it's like seeing that, but this is a woman that is still coupled up with this man. The difference in my eyes is some of the girls yelling, and it really was just more like Trinity standing up for Anaya, yelling to KC coming back from Casa. The biggest difference is KC is now not with Anaya. Melanie and Sincere were still together. So it's like you're gonna yell at your friend's ex now, or you're gonna yell at your friend's current boyfriend that she's crying over. It's just not really appropriate to yell at the one. She's still with him. She still wants to fix it. It's very clear. So it's like, well, you're gonna yell at your friend's ex, dude, because it doesn't matter if you yell at him anymore. He picked someone else.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, to me, it made total sense why they didn't yell at Sincere. Also, they were gagged. Like, I think that was just like shocking.
Everyone was so shocked. And I honestly think if Melanie had spoken up and started if she had stood up earlier and stuff like that, I do think that they would have rallied behind her and stuff.
Yeah.
But also to an extent there was kind of just
what do you say?
Yeah. I really think people were so shocked.
Yeah. Just shock. It was literal shock and awe. There was just no other way to do it. And he's just such a manipulator. He's just such a manipulator and a liar that it's we all saw how much he manipulated and lied to gain all of their favor back. And then everyone was Team Sincere. Oh my God, the most disgusting thing ever that made me realize Sincere learned nothing from movie night, learned nothing from any of his mistakes. Did you see the video that they posted, the Love Island social media account posted of do your impression of your couple? Girl, I have to show you. Sincere's impression of Melanie is, how many times are you gonna do it, Sincere? I'm not, Sincere, I've had it. This is your last chance, Sincere. He's laughing, giggling. Yeah. I'm when are you gonna fix it? And then she never does. I'm you're psycho. You're a bad man. You are a bad man, Sincere. Because that is her lowest point. She is begging you to stop hurting her, and you find it funny? You could have done a Philly accent. You could have said, I want water ice. You could have said, I love Rita's.
You could have even said, give me 10.
Yeah, you could have said, give me 10, and I'd be like, aha, whatever. But that, because everyone else, it was he. Even Zach's, it was Zach, stop. When he was doing with Kata. Because it's yeah, because she says that all the time.
No, that's...
I can't. It was sick. It was just so no, nail in the coffin, you don't feel bad.
I'm actually...
No, it's like pit in, I'll show you after. Maybe you don't want to see it. Pit in the stomach. You don't care. And that's honestly, to me, the biggest difference between Casey and Sincere. Of you have two men who disrespected women, but you have at least one man who shows a little bit of embarrassment.
I will say,
not giving Casey any flowers though, because I
do think so. I don't know. I was having a conversation where to an extent, Casey's actions feel more inherently misogynistic.
Yes.
Whereas Sincere's feels more just manipulative.
Manipulative. Yes.
There's there's almost a compulsiveness to his lying.
Yes.
Where I don't feel so much it comes from a place of feeling like women owe him something. Whereas like with Casey, that's how I felt. Like specifically, it wasn't even necessarily how he treated Anaya, although that is part of it, but it was also like the comment, like the comment that really like I was like, I have to rewind. I was like, did he just say that? But it's like, oh, it sounds like they're like the girls in the villa are giving those guys what they should have been giving to us.
Yes. Oh. That was so. That was no. Actually, you just made me mad again. No. Casey, you're still horrific. No. Actually, I forgot about that. No. Oh my God. No. I'm gonna be sick. That was actually the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. They're giving us what we should have been. Oh my God. That is so horrifically disgusting. You're so correct. Casey, misogynist. Sincere, it's just like nobody is off limits for him to disrespect. So it's just like, it is this like compulsiveness. It's like, it almost feels like with Sincere, it's like, you need major help to like, stop doing this. Like, you need intervention.
I really think like he just like, he wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. Like he wants to have a stable thing happening with Melanie, and he like wants to be like have like a girlfriend, and then he also wants to have a girl on the side.
100%. He wants everything at once. And Hill and I were saying this in the beginning of the episode of like, Sincere is a people pleaser. It's the truth. Now, who are you pleasing with your actions? People pleasers never are pleasing anyone.
Yeah, it's unfair to everyone.
Every single person who has ever talked to a people pleaser, it's like no one's pleased. But it doesn't matter. It's still harmful. He is 100% a good definition of someone who lies compulsively to please and to appease everybody. When you try to appease everybody, you appease nobody.
Yeah.
Because you have no sense of, I don't think Sincere has a sense of what's honesty to him.
Well, it's just confusing because I'm like, if you tell a girl that if they had more time together that she would have been the one, and then like you see her again, you're like,
hey, big dog.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What?
And it's like one of those things where it's like, I do believe that he said that because he felt bad about the fact that he didn't communicate with her.
Yeah.
Because every time he talked to her, he made it seem like their connection was so great together.
Yeah.
And then ultimately did not pick her because he knew at the end of the day that like he didn't want to have, like, you know, like he knew what he was going to do. I think he went into Casa knowing he was going to explore and knowing that it was not going to be someone he brought back.
Yes.
He knew from jump, but he just wanted to have someone to cuddle and bump and grind and stuff with. And like, he knew that. And so, but then it's like, okay, you have to communicate that.
Yeah.
And so you making this girl believe that like you really think you're building something here, even though everyone watching could tell you didn't actually feel that way. They could see it in your eyes.
You could see it.
And then also like you telling her that if they'd had more time, like she would have been the one. That's crazy.
That's absolutely crazy.
And all that's gonna do is confuse her and make things worse in the long run.
Yeah, it helps nobody. It's so true. Like a lot of the guys went into Casa treating it as like a bachelor party.
It was so gross.
Like, it's so nasty. The way that they looked at those women, the Casa girls, coming in and like dancing, and obviously I think that was the worst idea in the world to have, like, I think that's a yucky production thing for like the first intro with these new batch of women is having them dance on top of these guys. It sets them up as if they're strippers.
It does. It does posit them.
It's weird.
Like,
They don't even, and this isn't, I think everyone coming in Casa, I always think it's weird. I always think I'm like, the Casa people are weird because they're like putting on a show to get on the show. That is like, it always
it's
gets
like
icky.
they're put in a position where it's like they have to like home wreck. And,
yes.
And it's like that I always feel really bad about the way people receive these women and then also the way that like they're portrayed as kind of being like home wreckers, or like like the strippers or whatever. Like it is like,
it was extreme this season.
I will say I did like that the Villa girls got to see the first night of Casa because I saw someone say like it solves the Casa problem because like year after year it's like the guys are exploring, having the time of their lives, and then the girls are like
sad,
saving themselves.
Yeah. And they're like, I miss my man, I miss my man. At least this one,
but
it's like,
they tried. They gave it the old college girls try.
Yeah, you can still miss your man, because we saw it with Anaya and Melanie being like, I miss my man, like, you know, in Casa. Well, at least they saw it. At least they can't be like, well, I never knew and I was blindsided.
And I really do believe that Melanie tried with Corey.
Yeah.
And it's like people saying like, oh, and like it's one of those things where I'm like, you can't just be like it's like one of those things where it's like, you can't just be like, here, damn, here's another guy,
here's another
one.
You. Just pick him, he
and
likes you.
Okay.
It's like, it's hard.
There has to be like a spark.
I think Melanie's gonna find a good choice outside of love.
Yeah. I think what she got out of this experience is friendship.
Yes.
And like, you know, I think that she's going to be financially set after
career
this.
exposure. I think she's gonna get hired. I think that's an amazing thing.
And she, you know, I will say, I think that she generated a lot of exposure for Frankie's bikinis.
Oh, 100%.
Because I would look at her outfits and be like, that is so cute. And then I'd see someone post Frankie's bikini, $260.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, well, I'm not gonna buy it, but
yeah,
you know, someone is going to.
Yeah.
No, that is so
and
true.
I know she like manages a Frankie's bikini,
Yes,
so it's like, I hope that they gave it to her for free, because
I'm sure they gave her a bunch of like, okay, wear these on the show, because it's like, that's amazing exposure.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I'm sure there was some deal.
Show.
It is the bikini show. You have Frankie's bikinis. It's already a nice bougie bikini company. Now you got all the girls wearing them.
Yeah.
Because it's like everyone shares stuff. So that was amazing promo for Frankie's. But
yeah. I will say I loved Trinity's outfits for sure, but I do think that Melanie's outfits were my favorite.
Melanie's outfits align. I think they especially align the most with your style. Melanie's outfits are like, oh my god, I wish I was that girl, because she's so like delicate and like feminine, and that I feel like is your style. Like it's very like still the baddie elements, still the like slight boho elements, but there's just this very like feminine, very like when I think of Melanie and I think of you as very, very similar people, and I think of you as both like a little flower. Like that's how I see Melanie, and that's how I see you. You're like, oh, you're just like a little flower. You know, she's too sweet for you. You know? So I'm like, oh, I always like admire style like that, but I'm like, I just don't know if it would look good on me. Because I just don't give that vibe. I'm like, I like Trinity style for me. Because I like the little like, you know, slight alternative flair.
Hell yeah.
But Melanie, I do think she was objectively the best dressed.
It's like, Trinity did have a lot of like really great outfits too. But it's funny that you say that, because I really, it is one of those things where it's like, I could never judge Melanie for continuing to go back to Sincere, because like I have been that girl. And I think it's like it's like the go back until you hate him thing, where it's like sometimes you really just need to learn that lesson.
Yes.
And it's like, I would not wish that upon her. No. I wish that after what happened with Soul, she found like she was able to walk away and find something like, if not another man, but just like herself. Not needing to be around Sincere. But it's like, unfortunately, it is a canon event.
Yeah, you can't stop it. Yeah, she's just experiencing every woman that is very similar to you, very similar to Melanie. I mean, you just gotta experience it at least once, of just like, get it out of the way. You're gonna be like dogged out by this guy, but then you're gonna come out way stronger. Yeah, it's what has to happen.
And I hate that people keep calling her a bird.
No, stop.
It's like, also, I need people to remember that bird is a phrase that is being co-opted.
Yes, bird is so specific to.
Yeah, and it's like, so like, you know, you might not know the meaning as well as you think you do when you use it. Yeah. But it's also like, it's one of those things where I'm like, she consistently is showing that like she rides for her girls.
Yeah, that's not bird behavior.
And she like yes, she's going back to a man who was actively manipulating.
Yes.
And also, unfortunately, everyone in this villa has grown very tight bonds by nature of spending almost every single second together for 6 weeks. And so the only people she has to talk to about it are people who are also friends with him.
And who have also been emotionally manipulated by him.
Yeah.
So they are stuck in this like prison of the mind.
So it's like, it's not a fair judgment in my opinion. And I think people need to have more empathy.
They do. And also like, actually, the definition of a bird is a woman who stands by an abuser. abuser, okay? A woman who says, no, I don't care that he beat a bunch of women. That's my man. That's what a bird is. Whether or not, I think it's also still reductive to call anyone a bird, personally.
Yeah, so like,
because it's like a man is doing something and a woman is getting punished for it. Okay, but people often call a big example of a bird in media that people like to call her a bird. And you know what? I'm not gonna correct them. Nicki Minaj. She's married to a, file.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's the definition. Someone who stands by somebody who has abused children, okay? Yeah. So that's what that is. Not a woman in an emotionally manipulative, toxic relationship. No.
And it's also like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah, like punishing women for
a man's actions.
A man's actions.
Yeah. That's why it's only supposed to be the most extreme, It's supposed to be like the extreme abuser or defenders. That's what a bird is. But like, now we're calling any woman who maybe believes a bad man a bird.
I've seen every single girl on this season of Love Island called a bird.
They said it was Bird Island. They said it was Bird Finale. That the core four are all bird. Huh? What the heck is wrong with you people? Oh my God! Shut up.
Yeah. When I do see women like calling the women on the show birds, it's like often they're praising the guys.
They are, yeah.
And I'm
it's
like,
the boy moms.
Oh,
yeah.
One of these, so you're calling these girls a bird, which is like in your
definition
is like implying that they're male centered. But I'm starting to think that maybe the call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah, because you're not critiquing the man that is making that woman a bird.
Yeah.
A so-called bird. So now what?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. People just hate women. They just blame women for men.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
But overall, because I do think
we should wrap up.
This was a really fun season.
It was a very fun season.
Gosh, that core video that I posted on my story, I reposted it too.
Yeah.
Where it's like going through and it's like, wow, like what a season.
What a season.
But like, give me 10, like iconic.
Give me 10. Trinity falling on the Bryce. What? Self-regulation queen, absolutely. My favorite moment, favorite moment of the season, mine was Trinity falling in front of Bryce because her shoes were too big and going, oh! And then Bryce went, was that an actual fall or was that not? She was like, kind of, but then I saw you. And so she just fell. I thought that was so cutesy.
One of my favorites now is when Bryce said that he wanted to talk to Kata and then Trinity went, I'm not with it.
And then
later on when she was walking away and he was walking away and then he turned back to look at her.
Yeah. Cause that was like, oh, it's serious. Oh, now they know.
Yeah.
It became not miscommunication trope, but like, I don't know. It was like very much like it started as proximity and then it was like, oh, no, this is more than proximity.
Yeah.
And they realized, and I'm like, thank God it wasn't miscommunication because that would have really stressed me out if both of them liked each other, but no one knew.
It was like low-key fake dating.
It was kind of fake dating vibes. Oh, I love that. Gosh, I need to read a fan fiction. Yeah, love that.
I'm sad that it's over, but what a great season. And now we have to find something else to watch.
I know. Well, maybe drop a suggestion on what else to watch. If anybody has any suggestions on like a good show to nerd out about and reflect on.
Yeah.
All right. This has been our final Love Island review before the reunion because we will do a segment on it, but it will likely not be a whole episode on the reunion. Let's hope. God, please.
I don't
want to spend all of that on just the reunion. Yeah. It's just going to be a bunch of whatever. But we love you guys.
Love you guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Follow us on Instagram at Contain Yourself Pod and TikTok on Contain Yourself Pod.
Yes, it's been changed.
Yes. And you can follow me at HEEELAREEE on Instagram and TikTok.
Period. And I'm Sophia.Delgado28. Sophia with an F on Instagram and then the name Soph on TikTok.
All right. Thanks, guys. Love you.
Bye.